is our last aunt. And we don't have nobody there that we can go to.
He said in the past that anyone who's here illegally, no matter what, would be deported, and that includes me.
The world has taken advantage of us for many years. Not going to happen anymore. This is our chance to achieve great and lasting change for our beloved nation.
Hello again. Last night was the most violent thus far this year on the streets of the nation's capital. You've heard President Donald Trump. He's threatening to send the feds into Chicago. What about right here in the nation's capital, though, where some neighborhoods and some citizens are under siege from gunplay? In the span of 11 hours, police responded to 4 shootings and the scene of a stabbing on Eastern Avenue Northeast. In all, there were a total of 9 victims, 4 of them juveniles. Silver lining in all this might be they'll all survived. This is 68-year-old Vivian Morrow, a mother of 3, grandmother to 11. Tomorrow, her family will lay her to rest. The grandmother, who was in a wheelchair, was shot and killed by a man chasing another male and firing shots at him in a southeast neighborhood. Her killer, still on the loose tonight. William Morrow is Vivian's son. He joins us live right now from his home in southeast. William, again, our condolences and thanks for joining us. And how is the family doing? How's the family holding up?
Thank you very much, Bruce. Everybody's holding fast. I'm trying to keep everybody strong over in this area.
And how are arrangements coming along? How are you doing?
Oh, all the funeral arrangements is coming on well. You know, the Go Fund and all the people that supported us, they helped Trayvon and the mayor's people, all of them came through for us.
Okay, everybody stepped up. William, help me out here. You know, we've both been out here a long time. What's going on out there in the community? Describe for me, and more importantly to the people who have no idea what we're talking about, what's it like out there in the streets? Whereas a grandmother can be gunned down, just going about her business in a wheelchair.
It's real tough out here, Bruce. All I wanted to make it known that a lot of stuff that's going on in that area the police need to step up a little bit more and make sure their presence is known out there, because a lot of this stuff can be prevented if they're visible. You know, the young kids out there that's doing these type of things, they need to know that these police out here, you know, they supposed to be right there, so nothing like this won't happen again. At least they can prevent it.
Okay, you think more police officers?
I don't know.
You think that might be the answer?
Yes.
Okay. What should we do about the young people with the guns out there? What do you think we ought to do?
That's a hard one right there, Bruce.
Yeah.
I mean, real serious with you. I have no answer to that. I just think that the law enforcement out there, they do a pretty good job, and I know they understaffed. But still, I think over here in Southeast, I think they need to show a little bit more presence. You know, especially in this area.
Okay, you want more police presence. Okay. Let me just ask you this question. I know you got to go. You got family business to take care of. You know, President Trump's talking about sending in the feds into Chicago. Do you think there's more the president or the federal government could do to help us out here?
I mean, I remember back a while ago, we was the murder capital of the country. You know, I don't know if we heading down that road again, but like I said, if they had more police present, then wouldn't be a lot of innocent victims. But at the same time, these young people need to understand that they need to be held accountable for some of the things that they do.
Gotcha.
But all I can say is, if the police presence would be out there, like they do in Northwest and any other parts of the city, there'd be a lot more prevention, you know.
Okay.
The presence, they need to, like, if you're a parent, your kid doing something wrong, we all as parents know that we supposed to step up so they can know what's right from wrong. A lot of these kids don't have the parenting.
Right.
They just think it's all good for them, you know.
William Merrill, man, I thank you for your time, and again, my best to your family. You know, get with us if there's anything more we can do, man. Okay, thank you very much.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all the news media that's been keeping my mom in the front of the stories, right, even in this election year and everything. And I appreciate you taking time off for me, Bruce. I appreciate it.
Okay, man. All right, take care. In the first 26 days of 2017, the Metropolitan Police Department reports that homicides are up 17% over last year. Assault with dangerous weapons has increased 6%, although violent crime has dropped 20% over this same time last year. All crime is up 11%. Right now, joining us, a face you're quite familiar with. He's a community activist. He's been out there for years. Ronald Moulton, been fighting violence on the streets of the nation's capital. And with us is also a young man. We were talking about the young man. Roderick Starks is part of a program to have combat crime, and especially to target some of the young people. So, Roderick, let me start with you. Ryan, it's good seeing you. But let me start with you. What is the answer? How do we reach the young people out there who have guns and are using guns? What do we do?
Like helping with like more programs, like put more programs in the city for the youth, like because then like the kids in the neighborhood, like it don't be nothing to do, so they be bored, they be broke, like they don't be having no support, nobody really be there for them, and then the only time people really like come into the neighborhood is when something happen, like you gotta be there before it happens, so like give them more programs like I'm at. To pay them so they won't be bored, broken home.
So, when there are no programs, and you're saying, and Ron, I think we're saying there are not enough programs reaching these young people, who fills the void? I mean, who is it who comes up to the young person and says, I need you to do this and this, it's illegal, here's a gun, you can carry a gun. How do you even learn how to shoot a gun at a very young age?
Videos, like movies, all like it ain't born in you. Like you learn that from somebody.
You teach yourself how to shoot. You practice.
Basically.
Right. So is it still very easy to get a gun out there on the streets?
No, I don't know. It's like
when you were out there, easy to get a gun, young people?
No, it's hard to get guns for real. It's hard.
Hard to get a gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan, what am I missing here? What's going on?
Well, the thing is, like, you got a lot of young men like Rod who will wreak havoc in their community, but the narrative preaches that, you know, this is what they want to do, but as soon as, just like many other young people who I've reached in the past who were causing problems in their communities, right? When somebody came to them and gave them hope and gave them opportunity, they jumped right on it, like the 160 children that we sent to college. And a lot of people in the program that he's in, Career Connection, working with Contemporary Family Services, they deal with the anger issues and all the other things that they have, right? So when everybody comes with a holistic approach, right, you see the results like with him. But the problem is, still today in this city, we, as we know, over 8 years ago or so, we broke down a comprehensive plan where everybody worked together and dealt with this. We got us 4 straight years of the homicide rate and violent crime decreasing. And the other thing is when people keep saying police, I can't emphasize enough. Police were there when this shooting happened the other day at the Metro Center. It didn't stop it.
So bringing in the feds as the president is threatening to Chicago, that's not the answer.
Listen, these young people have nothing to lose. They can care less about the police.
Okay.
All right?
So we had Bob Woodson on yesterday, and he talked about the answers. Like he's saying pretty much what you're saying. The answers are there in the community. Empower those things that are working and the people that know how to get to this.
Right.
That would include some ex-offenders, okay?
Right.
They can be role models. They can
Right.
show these guys the path right. Am I right on that?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you do once you lock up a kid, you know, for shooting at somebody or for whatever, for felonies? What do you do with that kid? Is he being rehabilitated? Is he being socialized? Is he...
They think it's like bands like locking people away, like to help. But they don't really do nothing. It just make them act more crazy, like more wild, because it's like they being caged up. So if you help them before, like that happen, like help them help feed their family, help them survive, like because they do this stuff. They don't just do it just for nothing. They do it to survive, and people don't really see that. They see the other side. They just see the bad of it. Like they don't see what really goes on in it.